Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little, had a rough childhood. His family was constantly harassed by the KKK, causing them to move around. However, no matter where they moved, they were still harassed. His father was found dead one morning on the train tracks, a victim of the KKK. His mother never recovered from her husband's death, and she was sent to a mental institution, making Malcolm an orphan.
Not much later, Malcolm dropped out of high school and became a drug dealer. Later, he was arrested on charges of larceny. He went to prison for 10 years. In prison, he read constantly and decided to convert to the Nation of Islam. When he got out of prison in 1952, he changed his last name to X for the unknown name of his African ancestors.
After prison, Malcolm became a civil rights activist. He began to speak in favor of equal rights for African Americans. He became one of the most influential speakers of this time and helped spark the civil rights movement. Malcolm X is more known for his do whatever it takes, even if it means violence, approach on the matter, unlike Martin Luther King Jr., who encouraged nonviolent protesting. His most famous speech was the Ballot or the Bullet speech, given on April 12, 1964 in Detroit, Michigan.
How can you and I be looked upon as men, with black women being beaten and nothing being done about it? Black children and black babies being beaten and nothing being done about it? No, we don't deserve to be recognized and respected as men, as long as our women are being brutalized.
Malcolm X didn't believe in nonviolent protesting because it didn't stop the beating and the inequality. He uses logic to tell his audience that violent people can't be stopped without violence, and this makes them feel bad about themselves for standing by and watching their families get beaten.
He encourages the audience to fight back by telling the audience that their freedom is long past due.
If we don't do something real soon, I think you'll have to agree that we're going to be forced to either use the ballot or the bullet. It's one or the other in 1964. It isn't that time is running out, time has run out. 1964 threatens to be the most explosive year America has ever witnessed. The most explosive year, why? It's also a political year. It's the year when all of the white politicians will be back in the so-called Negro community, driving you and me for some votes.
Malcolm didn't believe in the American dream. He believed that America could only be a good place for whites unless they fought back the way they were treated, with violence. He spoke to his audience with the hatred for the American life. He didn't even see himself as an American.
No, I'm not an American. I'm one of the 22 million black people who are the victims of Americanism. One of the 22 million black people who are the victims of democracy, nothing but disguised hypocrisy. So I'm not standing here speaking to you as an American or a patriot or a flag saluter or a flag waver, no. No, I'm speaking as a victim of the American system, and I see America through the eyes of the victim. I don't see an American dream, I see an American nightmare.
Malcolm X was killed on February 21, 1965 by 3 members of NOI, an organization that Malcolm X was once a very big part of. He was killed right before he was about to speak. His speeches became more and more popular after his death. Today, he is one of the most inspirational speakers of the civil rights movement.